Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I will be looking on a very popular news item that has been dominating the scenes since probably the past, well, it wasn't dominating the scenes in the past 2 years, but since Friday, the 31st of July, it has been the number one topic in discussions, on news medias, in certain forums. It has been the quote unquote talk of the town. Now, this is a case between the young lady, um, a then 5-year old who, I think it was 2 years ago, was barred from entering Kensington Primary because she had a dreadlock hairstyle. Now, the parents had went to the court, gotten an injunction, barring the school from carrying out the act. So the child was able to go to school during the time that the issue was before the court. Now, for those who wouldn't have known, an injunction by the court would have meant that so there was something put in place, right? So for instance, somebody said that you can't go to X place, right? What the injunction does that it gives you permission to go to the place during the time that the case is before the court until the court makes a final decision. Now, the ruling came out that the child rights were not breached, right? The child rights were not breached when the school prevented her from entering with the hairstyle. Now, this has sent a shockwave throughout the country. Um, and well, just an article where even a Caribbean territory was reporting it, and I don't remember which Caribbean territory it is, but what really happens is that persons, are saying that, boy, in a land where we talk about Rasta, and we have Rasta image on tourist board, and Bob Marley and all these things, and in the 21st century, dreadlocks can't go to school. The real question is it that the Rastafarian community is being prevented from accessing education? No. According to the reports from the judges, the issue of religion was not the matter at hand. Meaning that if a child was a Rastafarian, she would have been permitted to attend the school, right? Now, let's think about it. Every institution have rules. You might not agree with the rules, but the rules are there for a reason. Well, some of them will believe that, boy, they don't really serve no purpose, right? Same like some of the laws of the land, but we don't believe serve no purpose. Sometimes I might get a traffic ticket for some simple things, but we don't think serve no purpose. But guess what? The rules are there, and the rules are there too, and they have to be upheld. So the case with young Miss, I'll call her Miss Kensington or Miss Virgo, right? Which is her surname, called her parents, Shireen and Dale Virgo. So I'll call her Little Miss Virgo, right? So what the court ruled is that if she, if the parents had mentioned, because it's not that she's a minor, so somebody has to represent her in court, and that would have been her mother, right? Because the father was there as a complainant himself. If they had mentioned that the hair was because of religious purposes, then of a certainty they would have been allowed, or the child would have been allowed to go to school, right? If they had said that this hairstyle is because we believe in the Rasta, we have the Rasta community, and it's a religion, and Selassie, the best thing since sliced bread, and we don't eat pork, and ray. This wouldn't have happened, but it was just for fashion purposes. Now, if you were to say, well, a school rule, but freedom of expression, right? If that's how she wants to express herself in her hair, then so be it. Then what are we saying now? Is that everyone that comes up with their own form of self-expression should be accepted? Are we saying that when somebody comes tomorrow and say that, look here, I have to wear this cap because it was given to my father the day before he died, and it always reminds me of him, so I have to wear it in school. Is it that a school's policy says no cap in school, we'll have to allow that person? When a Muslim young lady goes to school, her head covered, and if somebody else of a different religion wants her head covered, and the school says no covering of the head, is it going to be an issue because this is how they want to express themselves? This is how they feel comfortable with their head being covered? We have to look into these things, people. And sometimes, we have to take our emotion out of the situation and look at it for what it really is. We can't take things at face value and just run with it, right? We can't just, hear people saying that, boy, because she have dreadlocks, them black her, and so if no one has to get an education, and if I did Bob Marley, them couldn't do it. It's not like that, all right? And if we should think for ourselves, we would know that if we were running a particular institution, we would have policies there, right? For whatever purpose, we would have our own rules there. Some of us, we conform to some rules that we even see as being totally unnecessary. I remember when I was going to school, and I said school over, what, 2:15 or 2:35. And then there were days when you have class in the afternoon for only one session. So you go to class 1:20, right? And class might finish 2 o'clock. And you have nothing to do until 2:35. And then we would think that I want to go home because I have nothing to do in at school. But the school rule is that you can't leave the compound until 2:35. So you either find a book read, or you walk around, kick two buckle. Boy, I'm at the high class at school, so that probably run up and down our ramp. But the point is, we have to conform to the rules. Now, if the rule is such that it is against our constitutional right in any way, then there's an issue with that. But remember, with every right, there is a responsibility. And when we speak of constitutional right, does it mean that because we have the right to freedom, we can do as we ever like? No. With the rights come responsibilities, and rights can be taken away. We have the right to speech, to the freedom of speech, right? But when we go to certain place, we go to court and them say silence, because the judge enter. Tell them say I have freedom of speech now and start talk. And so what happened to you. But we believe that with certain things we can just have our own way. And no, it can't work like that. So I must say that in this case, is it a win for the government because of a court ruling? Well, obviously not, because I've heard parliamentarian giving from a government side giving statement that that's not what this government is about. When this government was the one actually in court against the parents, because the lawyer representing the school would have been from the Attorney General's chamber. But let's see. I think they might take it to the appeal court, the Court of Appeal. Um, the best of my opinion, I think they would have started no, that's a different thing. Where I started a GoFundMe to fund the cost of legal fees to go to the Court of Appeal. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember if it's this case, but um, we'll see how it turns out. Well, the one good thing from this is that the board of director or the board or I think or the chairman for Kensington Primary, has come forward and said that even though the court ruled in their favor that the child has a right to conform to their policy, they will not be rejecting the child come September if they don't change the hairstyle. So I guess that's a win, I would say. I don't know. Honestly, because if you have a stance that it's the school's policy, right? You go to court and the court rule in your favor. But then you're going to say that we'll still take the child. Anyway, it makes one wonder now. What if tomorrow somebody else wants to go against another policy, take it to court, and you win? Are you going to, because of um, John Public? Because I would assume it's because of the public attention and Kensington doesn't want to look bad. Why they would eventually come to this agreement. So is it that for every policy that the school has that will be challenged in court and you win it in court, you're still going to say, boy, I could take them same way because, in my opinion, and this is my word, don't quote me on it, it'll get whole heap of attention and we don't want to look bad. If somebody brings me to court and I win, I'm going to be glad. So I really don't know. But as I say, guys, let's watch and see how this plays out. Let's watch and see what will become of it. Will if it goes to the Court of Appeal, let's see what will be said. The Supreme Court ruling was a 60-page document. I've heard snippets of it, but well, you all know the ordinary Jamaican is not going to sit and read through a 60-page court judgment. For sure, I'm not gonna do that, even if I was involved in the case. But we'll see. But until I pick the next news topic to have a discussion with, take care until then. And you can just state in a comment what are your views on this topic. Do you believe that the court was wrong in ruling against the child, or do you believe that the court was right? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I drop the next news article. Peace out.